Hello everyone, I'm Mommy Days. If you're a regular subscriber, thanks so much for coming back. And if you aren't subscribed, I would love for you to consider subscribing to my channel so you can stay up to date on what I have going on in my crazy life. So this is my first time making a video like this. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up and I'll continue to make them here and there. But I have a 3 months of being 3 years old. I have one child and we are moving into, I guess I could say, preschool at home. So my son does go to preschool 3 mornings a week. But at home, I like to focus on education. It's just very important to us that we give our son every opportunity he can have and just give him as much of a jump start as we can possibly provide. But I do not believe in strict curriculums at this age. You know what? First, let me back up. I am not an expert at all. I'm just a mommy of an almost 3-year-old and I'm trying to figure this out as I go. Every child is so different and this is what I've kind of picked up on and what I've developed based off of my son and how he's developing and who he is becoming. So I continue. I do, I guess, a play-based learning. So whatever my son is really into that day, I try to find learning opportunities based around that. I'm finding that as he's getting older, I have to be a little more intentional about the learning materials that I have in our home. So before it was like colors and shapes, but now we're moving into reading. So with that being said, I went thrift shopping at a consignment store that carries school supplies. So we aren't going to homeschool. I don't think so. I changed my mind a lot, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to homeschool. But our home is still going to be an educational place for our son. So I'm leaning towards the Montessori approach to learning. It seems like I'm seeing a very constant trend in the things that I'm purchasing. I just like to have a very organic way of learning. We don't do any type of electronics. Sometimes he will watch a YouTube video on phonics or other things that entertain him. But as far as using it as an educational tool, not so much. But I'm not against anything. It's just what I'm finding works best for our home. So I did some research as we are moving into education and learning to read, because I'm learning as I go, as I said. So I did some research and found some material ideas to what I thought would work well for our son, because I don't want he to really have right now in life to really have a school day or to say, okay, this is our lesson. I just want to have materials around, and as he's exploring the materials, I can just talk to him about how to use them. About maybe 3 months ago or so, we started Hooked on Phonics. So my husband's aunt gave us Hooked on Phonics, brand new set. So I just played in the car as we're driving wherever. It has really taken on to that. So I thought that was a great sign. He even asks for when we get in the car, he'll say, I want to learn to read. So that's when I turn it on and we play it. And some days he's listening, some days he's not, but it's fine. It's the resources there if he wants to listen to it. So he has all the sounds down. He knows uppercase and lowercase. But what we're doing really now is just focusing on lowercase because that's the most used letter. I go back and forth with the cursive thing. If we decide to do Montessori school, which it's just a lot of money. There is a public charter. I don't know if it's considered a charter school actually. There's a public Montessori school very close to our home. But it's a lottery system, so it gets in there, then that's great. The private one that's also very close to our home is pretty pricey. So really just have not decided yet. So anyway, that's a different discussion. Like I said, I did some research, found some great ideas on ways to introduce reading to my son, and I went to the consignment store and found some really good things. So, stuff's not perfect, but it was much cheaper. It's still, the prices aren't fantastic, but as some other thrift stores, but I hear that these type of stores are usually a little on the higher end as far as resale stores are concerned. So I left all this little room right here so I can show you what, you know, just a little bit close-ups of what I got. And I'm also like holding the items so that I can look at them myself. So first I got a bunch of letters. Now I wanted wood letters and didn't see those. Like I said, this is what was there. It was $8 compared to, I think what I did see for these was like $60 or something like this, brand new. So that's a great bargain. It looks like it has enough letters for my son to actually play with this and hopefully explore spelling in this way. I really meant to do this before I started making this video, but on the front of the plastic bin it says Shimano, so I'm not sure if that's the name of this bin or if that's the name of this letter kit. I really think it's the name of the bin. So these are just magnetic letters, and that's fine. I don't see myself really using it on a refrigerator, but if that happens, so be it. But as we start exploring spelling, I think these will really be a great resource to him. He can actually feel the letters, moving them around as he pleases, and we can really just talk about their sounds. So currently right now, he knows all the sounds, but he's not putting the words together. So he'll say k-at, and he's not hearing that that's cat. So really with repetition and practice and patience, I know he'll get there, and I'm just excited he is where he is. So next, this I'm really excited about. I wasn't looking for this at all, but I found it and I thought it'd be a great resource. So this is, they say it's for handwriting. I'm sure you can use it for a lot of different things, but I'm trying to see if there's a name brand on here. It just says easy writing small letter cards. It's time to learn, possibly that's what it is. So these are different cards in great condition, and with the cards it's showing you the letter, and you take the wood pieces and you form that letter. So this one costs $14 or $13.99. It says retails for $24. It's missing one piece, so you know, I have to see. I'm going to play with it a little bit. I have a week to return. So if it seems like that one missing piece causes a huge issue, then possibly I will either see if I can find it online or just return it. But the other ones that had all the pieces were like double the price. So I said, hey, I'll try the one with the missing piece. Maybe it's no big deal. So these I'm really excited about. So next we have the letter picture flashcards. So this looks like the brand is a Beta book. So I just really, I'm not sure exactly how I use these yet. It didn't come with any type of instructions or anything, but I think I can get really creative with these. So they have pictures and lowercase. Did I see some uppercase? Yes, some uppercase letters. So I think I can do some really fun things. So for example, maybe I would say, what letter does yarn start with? Possibly. He'll say Y. We'll see. Another activity just off the top of my head is I could possibly put letters out and then show him these pants. Let's put the pants with the letter P, and he can kind of line things up together. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now, and we'll see. Oh, another activity I can do with this one is to match the letters. So let's see if I can find any. Yes, here we go. So the letter B, uppercase, lowercase b. So he can kind of match these up. I'm really excited about these, if you can't tell. Only thing, I wish they were like real pictures. They just really lack that in children's materials, in my opinion. I prefer real pictures because we live in a real world. I know possibly this is a little more interesting, the colors, the face, than an actual Jack-in-the-Box. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. This was, where's my bag? These were $10. A little on the pricier side, but it's okay. I saved a few dollars. They look like they're in perfect condition, so if I saved a few dollars, I'll take it. Oh, then we have some reading books. So Scholastic books, a whole set of them. There are 16 books. And these are the ones I'm like, oh, should I get this? Should I not? They were $9.50. I really like the Bob books, and these actually say Bob books at the bottom. So Bob books brand new are probably $10 to $16, just depending on what they're going for on Amazon, which is where I shop. So this was really about that price. So we'll see. But what I do like compared to the current Bob books that I find online is that these are larger. So maybe there catches attention a little more, although he really likes the one set of Bob books we have. So this is collection 2. From what I understand, this is an older series. So like I said, this, I probably shouldn't pay $10 for this. Yeah, $9.50 for these, but I went ahead and got them. I figured it doesn't hurt. So now we're moving to the games. I'm really excited about some of these games that we found. Although all of these will be some form of a game, but so this is an alphabet bingo. So my son played a form of bingo. I think it's called Zingo. One of my fellow preschool at home moms came over and we played a little board game, and he kind of got it. It was really a lot of fun. Those were just with pictures, but so these are with letters, and I thought this would be a really fun way of just really reinforcing the letters and the sounds. So we'd probably take one of the little cards and say D, D, and he'll look on the bingo board and hopefully find the D and put it right on top. Anyway, it'd be fun. We'll just explore it, see how far we get with it. Now this I'm geeked about. I Spy. I've always loved I Spy anything. And I was just talking to one of my friends, the same woman, yesterday about how I really wanted to not push, but I really wanted to look for like I Spy things, because I just think it's a very challenging piece of, I love math, I love puzzles. So this is just like my thing. We'll see if my son is interested in it too. So this seems like a really great kit. Look, I think it's brand new. I paid $6.99, which I think is a good price. I feel like I saw one I Spy book for like $6. But these are just very small books, but they focus on different letters. So I Spy Phonics Fun. So it says that there are 26 A to Z flashcards, 6 new phonics games, 12 books, and a parent letter. So I really think this is going to be a great resource. It seems like there may be a lot of interesting ways that we can use this. Last but definitely not least is Goodnight Moon Game. My son loves this book. I never would have guessed, because it just seems very simple, not very much to it, a little, dare I say, odd, but there's a reason why this book has been around as long as it has been and has been as successful as it is. It's so funny. This is the woman who wrote this book. You probably know the story. Didn't have any kids. Didn't even like children at all. I just thought that was so funny. So he loves this book, and I thought he would think it was so much fun to have the board game. I saw this as I was walking out the door, and I was already late for pickup, but when I saw the game, I said I gotta have it because I think he'll be very interested in it. So this hopefully just be another way of challenging his brain. He's building patience with searching for things, and I thought that since this was a scene, this famous scene that he is very familiar with and likes already, that this may engage him up quite a bit. I haven't read any directions because I said that there are like several different games, age 2.5 to 6, no reading required, and 6 different ways to play. So one side black and white, another side is colored. So I can't wait to look to see what the ways that they suggest you play the game. So that's it. That's my haul. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave me any type of comments that you like. If you have any of these items, if there's things that you think we should try out. The one thing I wasn't able to find, actually I did find it, sandpaper letters. I really wanted them. They had them, but they were in cursive, so I really wanted the lowercase. So I left them there. It was really hard because they were only $15, and they weren't like flashcard paper. They were actually like a wood board with the sand letters on them. It was so hard to leave those, but I'm trying to minimalize my life over here, and I'm not collecting things any longer. Anyway, so that does it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.